The Critshow contains elements of horror, fantasy violence, and adult language. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Tass?
Yeah?
We've talked about this.
What?
And boy, you seemed just genuinely perplexed when I was glaring at you.
Is it because I had my game open?
And your headphones off? Yeah.
Well, you guys said we're starting so fast, I didn't want to put my headphones on while Rev was getting the silence.
God, he's always full of excuses. This man can talk me into fucking anything. He can talk me past, through, and around any dumb shit.
If you could hold on for a second, I need to finish my phone game.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Let's put the Jeopardy music in here. Little countdown.
I'm kidding. I won't be done with it anytime soon.
I'm playing this whole recording.
The moment you stop addressing me with eye contact, I'm playing this game again.
Every line I say in dialogue, I'm just reading the captions from my game.
We're out of time reversal cubes.
No ads for $3.99.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Critshow, where we are playing the Clockwinders. Last time, our protagonists made their way out of the labyrinth and towards the cliff's edge, where they are separated from the Forgotten Fortress. Once there, they did a little bit of investigation and determined that it seemed Yvain, who had beaten them there, was speaking literally of a leap of faith and had jumped from the cliff to a thin tether of ether that connected the fortress to the surface far, far below and made her way inside that way somehow, although by all accounts it should have killed her. With the assistance of Hollis, they made their way across. They set up a zip line carrying on the grand tradition to get some of them across while Hollis helped navigate others, found that the fortress was warded and were able to bypass it, which broke the glamour on the fortress, showing its true condition. It was not as grand as it seemed. It was in pretty bad shape. And made their way inside, where they saw evidence of battles from long past, bodies of humans, bodies of fae, bodies of clockwinders, disparate groups in here. They approached the end point of that tether, found a well of ether inside, can feel the ether flowing through this place, and it seems that something is wrong with it, and noticed somebody approaching, a figure who, elsewhere in the building, is humming and heading their way. And that is where we find ourselves now. Roland continues to hold up a closed fist and a hold still as he's kind of keeping an ear trained on that sound. What do y'all want to do?
I mean, we can hear it just as easily, right?
Yeah, it's quite faint, though it is getting louder.
Is the quality of the voice familiar?
It is not.
Oh, Roland, to your knowledge, does anyone dwell here?
Shut up, I'm trying to listen.
What part of a closed fist do you not understand?
I haven't moved a step.
Oh, good point.
I go to fist bump it and I go, oh. Never mind.
He daps you up. He looks at you with a little bit of confusion. I thought you already knew. You mentioned the dragon before we crossed.
Fuck off.
It is only a legend to the best of my knowledge, but yes, it has been said that there is a dragon guarding this place.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, I didn't put this out into the world. I was just talking about stories.
Well, maybe this is just another fae that we need to communicate with and explain our position.
What do I know about dragons?
fucking nothing, apparently.
Yeah.
They once existed.
Gimme and overcome with lore. Ugh, I'm trying to decide. I'm always torn on whether it's kind of a lower difficulty number and you know like the common knowledge, or whether it's a high difficulty number because you know something uncommonly known. You know?
Sure.
Let's say you're trying to beat a 5.
Okay. That is a 4, but this is worth knowing about, and I am an adventuring scholar, by God.
Okay. Spend your point. So I think what you know of dragons is entirely hearsay. If there is a dragon on Kadvini, you've never seen it, nor has anybody you've ever interacted directly with. But lots of people have tales about them. Lots of people claim they know somebody who's seen a dragon. I imagine that in the time since you have learned like the true nature of the cores and the existence of Chimeran and whatnot, in some of the information you've perused since then, you might have found confirmation that dragons did truly exist, that they really are a being from Chimeran. And they take a couple of forms, more than a couple, really. Some of them are more kind of serpent-like, long, like undulating dragons. Some of them are 4 legs and wings, whereas some of them are adapted to have the wings on the front arms, like armless. They all kind of fall under the same umbrella term. There's never been any concrete proof you found, though, that there is one here, like that there's even one that survives on Kadvini. You never seen a skeleton. You never had any hard evidence. Beyond that, though, I think what you know about them is kind of what I'm guessing Tass knows about them in general. Like, they're enormous. They're pretty smart. They don't like humans. They'll kill you, eat you. They have a breath weapon and are hearty and vicious.
If anything that I know about dragons is real, this is going to come down to a fight. But I don't know if it's anything more than just hearsay. I've never actually spoken to anyone that's dealt with a damn thing.
Roland says, "Nor have I ever crossed paths with one. Long, long ago, I would occasionally see them in the skies, but not here. I've only heard tell of this one."
Well, sounds like it's humming. Gimbal, you're up.
What do you mean I'm up?
I'm kidding.
Oh, thank God.
I really don't know what to do.
I mean, if we are going to try and reason with this dragon at all, hiding or setting a trap will not look good.
Yes, I'm mixed on this with the thought of us spreading out a bit if we're going to try to have a conversation. If we stay all clumped up, we might be susceptible if the tales are true to a breath weapon of sorts. But if we spread out, that might make us seem like we're lining up for battle.
Maybe we just don't spread out in a line then. We just kind of distance ourselves in the room.
The humming's getting quite close.
Okay, we just gotta treat this just like every other person we went to Envoy with, right?
Yep.
Hello?
I will raise my hands and step forward, like, towards the voice to be, like, kind of the first thing seen. Hands up, obviously not, like, pointing a weapon or anything.
Okay. You call out, and the humming does not stop, but you hear that it is approaching from a second floor walkway. You can see the doorway that it is coming from, and you see a shadow which precedes the sound cast on the wall that appears to be humanoid. A tall, looming shadow kind of cast upwards from the light of the well down here. And then someone steps out and into view. She is nearly 10 feet tall. Humanoid. She has dark skin and long flowing green hair. Her garb is a similar green and kind of armored. She's got scales of overlapping armor on her legs, on her shoulders, on her torso. You can see glowing runes stitched into her garments. They run up her sides, up around her neck, and across her chest. She is wearing what looks like a crown of some sort, a golden headpiece that's sort of spiky and angular. She has a third eye in the middle of her forehead and is carrying an enormous polearm in her hands. And she doesn't stop humming and she doesn't break stride. As she comes through that doorway, she steps through and she looks down over the railing, over the balcony, down at all of you. "Ah, visitors. I knew I sensed someone here."
Hello. My name is Maxine Hollis, and we're here to discuss something with you.
She continues walking. You can see at the opposite end of this sort of catwalk, there is a stairwell that leads down to your level, and it seems like she is just kind of trending casually in its direction. Hello, Maxine Hollis. I am Tiberan. What do you wish to discuss with me?
Well, we have a couple of different goals here. The primary two being we're looking for someone who was on her way here, and ultimately we're looking to cure Chimeran.
Intriguing. Who is it you're looking for?
An ether witch. We tracked her here, and I can sense that she is here in some incorporeal sense.
She reaches the stairwell and starts descending very elegantly, one hand just kind of drawing carelessly on the banister as she comes down. And the closer she gets and the better of a look you get at her, I think the more just kind of unsettling her presence is, how unsettling her look is. She's kind of terrifying in stature and design.
Yeah, I think from the second she appeared, Maxine is shaking in her boots.
Yeah, when you were describing her, it sounded like you had taken a bunch of descriptors, put them in a hat, and drawn them out one by one.
Scary description generator.
Oh, and an eye. A third one.
A third eye.
And a halberd.
Oh, there are no other living here besides your group.
Yeah, it seemed like she threw herself into the pipeline of ether coming up to the bottom of the castle.
Surely you feel the difference in the air.
She was a life form like you.
Yes.
Well, then I would hardly notice. I'm sure you understand. Many small terrestrial beings such as yourselves, they find themselves in the ether's path. They are destroyed and absorbed.
Are you the ether?
She reaches the bottom of the staircase and continues strolling in your direction. That's an interesting question. What's your name?
Kade.
Kade, you strike me as an inquisitive one.
Yeah, a bit.
How fun. I suppose in a sense you could say that I am the ether, insofar as ether connects all of us, and it flows heavily within me.
But you don't feel the change in the ether inside of the castle?
You see her kind of tilt her chin up, like she's trying to listen for something or maybe even catch a whiff of something. And she looks around a little bit. It fluctuates. I suppose I can sense something uncommon, but not something worrisome.
What's her deal?
Is she about to eat us all in one quick bite?
First off, let me ask you, does she happen to not be what she seems because of ether or its wielder?
I'm not totally sure how to answer that.
I'm not going to answer you.
I guess the short answer is she is not what she appears to be due to ether.
Yeah. Can I then investigate that? With the knowledge that she's not what she appears?
Sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think of I want to clarify that it's not it's not like an illusion.
Yeah.
It's not like glamour. It is
Polymorph.
more, yeah, like along those lines
Okay.
is how she's not what she appears. She is shape-shifted or a vessel or some shit like that. So yeah, but it's not like there's just a facade over her waiting to be washed away or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you can certainly investigate further.
Investigate, or would this be lore?
I'm trying to decide. I'm sort of waffling between investigate and notice and lore.
Mm.
Are you studying details? Are you picking up on what's odd? Or are you consulting accumulated knowledge?
I guess if it's ether related, maybe I think I'm going with knowledge, what I have learned throughout the course of our time, how it works.
Okay.
How the different fae we've encountered work.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you overcome with lore? Trying to beat a 6.
Ooh, boy. I'm at a 3. I'm going to spend a point to invoke Forgotten Bond. That still exists.
Okay.
Just nothing free on it. I feel like you would have to tell me if this is something I could invoke or not. The haunting presence? Is this somehow part of what's going on with them? Question mark?
In a sense, I feel like what you invoke is kind of going to inform what information I give you. There is a relation between this figure and haunting presence.
Uh-huh.
And I think if that's what you invoke, what you learn is going to trend a little bit more in the direction of that connection.
I think I'm okay with that because we're worried about where old girl is, right?
Yeah, and that does have a free invoke on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That gets me to a 7.
Okay. So you start running through your knowledge banks, trying to piece things together. And a couple of details jump out to you. You recall a couple of things. From her physicality, like from her stature, and the fact that she was humming and has been very nonchalant and just kind of conversational, I think what you recall are descriptions of banshees who have a voice weapon, essentially, that they use against you. It is like a shriek, but they are, generally speaking, vocal beings, even if it is not being weaponized. So her talkativeness and her musicality and her size and her demeanor lead you to believe that might be what she is. She might be a banshee. You also get the impression, though, that this is one form that she is currently adopting, that she doesn't have to be this humanoid banshee. She could take a different form. And now that you have heard Einon and Roland speculating about the dragon that is rumored to reside here, they could be one and the same. If that's the case, then that's one motherfucker of a creature. And it makes sense to you why somebody might be trying to lay low and stay under the radar.
Oh. I take that knowledge in and have no good
To
way
my grave.
to share it at this moment.
Maxine and Einon, I think, as she is continuing to approach, you are chatting with her, like you might notice Kade kind of going into a fugue state next to you. It seems like, he is puzzling something out. What are the two of you doing?
Oh, I think seeing that, I want to get her eyes off him. I want to give him time to make whatever connections he's working on.
Perfect. Time for the old good cop, bad cop.
Yes!
Well, if you're not worried, then neither are we. We truly are here, both in a fair amount of both awe and terror of you, but mostly to do our best to bridge the various gaps between humankind and those from Chimeran. There are a lot of steps, but we have the workings of a plan to do anything we can to help cure the plague that is destroying the world you've come from. I'm not sure if that's of concern to you, of course. I would not deign to speak and say that I understand your mind, but we truly mean no harm to you or this place. Not that that would matter if we did, I'm sure. We just hope that in goodwill we can find a way to work together, or at least out of your view, if our presence is any sort of inconvenience.
She walks up to your group and stops a few feet ahead of you. She sets the end of her pole arm on the ground, kind of leaning on it. She puts her other hand on her hip, just towering over all of you, looking down at you all with a little bit of a smile on her face. Well, that does sound terribly important and well-intentioned. I can help you if you'd like.
I don't usually use terminology like this, Jake, but you are a rotten cock.
Why? What did I do?
Wow.
Einon is an accomplished hunter.
Yeah?
I know when I'm being stalked by a greater predator. Like, what are the signs here? Is it as obvious as I think it is, or is this just an alien sort of presence? Because I'm leaning towards it's as obvious as I think it is.
Why don't you give me an empathy roll, which will be contested?
All right. I am, trying to reason with her, so I assume I can use my stunt with rapport for this.
Sure.
Awesome. 1. I know this is going to run me out pretty quick probably, but again, I'm trying to gauge her predatory nature, and I'm an experienced hunter.
Okay, spend your point. I'm going to spend one on her behalf to invoke an aspect called Fey Guardian Banshee.
Cool.
Mostly the guardian part.
Yeah.
And I am going to spend another one to invoke your aspect Boogeyman.
What?
Because you are known and feared. So that will get her the success over you. So
Everything seems fine.
everything seems totally cool, man. Yeah, you get the impression that she is just an odd duck, an isolated, strange fellow, but seems like she wants to help.
What if Jake's final gift to us was a crimson throne? He basically just slaughters us all in the last couple episodes. And then they leave.
There's no epilogue.
Bye.
Can I help with this?
How? I mean, anybody can invoke what he like on his behalf. You can spend a fate point to invoke something on his behalf and help him. It'll get him back to a tie right now as it stands.
Okay, yeah, I would spend the truth is worth the risk. Like, we know this is a dangerous fucking situation, but he's trying to be upfront about why we're trying to do this.
Okay, spend a fate point. That will reach a tie again. Does anybody else want to contribute anything thus far?
I think I'm tied up.
Okay.
Like, I think that because they're doing this to keep her from noticing that I'm trying to piece something together.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'll spend another fate point to help him out, invoking Perspicacious, picking up on those little details.
Okay. That will get Einon to a success. So quite the opposite. This stinks of a trap to you. This stinks of deception and trying to lure you somewhere.
Then, yeah, I think after a glance over at Maxine, who's, whatever our the little eyebrow sign of confirmation. All right. I understand when I'm being stalked. I'm going to stop trying to appeal to any sense that you might have of assisting us and just try to level with you entirely. Is this going to come to a fight, or is there any way whatsoever that we can try to figure this out peaceably?
You just see her smile become sinister and her hand tighten on her halberd.
Well, I feel like you're trying to drag us into a trap, because one way or another I know that you're aware of us, certainly Roland here, a few of the others, and I know that you know me. I'm your fucking boogeyman. And nod to Roland. You remember the code word?
He sighs. Ads. All right, so we are entering a combat, which means we are entering an initiative. It seems like Einon is the one starting it off. So, Einon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot her.
As you draw an arrow and look up at her terrifying form, what is your will?
Like my literal number?
Yep.
1. That is, unless this is a mind-altering ether effect of any kind.
Well, okay. So she has a stunt called Menacing Visage. Her banshee face and stare are terrifying to behold. Is that her face? Is it a mask? Clockwinders who have fair, which is +2, or lower will, can't attack her until she attacks in the scene. That doesn't sound like a mind-altering to me. It just sounds like she's genuinely terrifying to look at.
I mean, I am fairly literal with most of my thinking. If this isn't magically based,
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't think it is. I just think that she's genuinely 9 feet tall and has 3 eyes and is fucking scary.
I mean, I think I have to take it.
Okay. Then yeah, you draw an arrow and you look up at her and she is terrifying and you hesitate. Is there anything else you want to do within your initiative instead, since you cannot attack?
I think in Einon's head, okay, this is just how he's trying to justify his fear, is like locking eyes with her and feeling that chill and like trying to look anywhere else. Instead, I go into a mode of like looking for what's the weakness in her armor. Like, where is a spot that I can try to remember or call out for my group to have somewhere to try to hit. So I'm just like trying to take her in and like find a weak spot.
Okay. Why don't you create an advantage with notice?
All right.
Say you're trying to beat a 5.
1.
That's interesting. What is your notice?
5. For those of you that may not be big math heads,
Fans of addition.
and I got nothing left to invoke here.
I mean, does anybody else want to spend anything on his behalf?
No, I've only got one fate point left, and I've got a stunt for this, so I might try it again later.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I think
You heard ads.
we're back from the
fair.
ads.
That's
It's a
fair.
clean break.
Yeah. Boy. What were you trying to do?
Taking a weak spot. Find a weak spot.
I want to say I noticed what's out of place. I don't know if that's accurate about an alien being.
That's up to you. I have a deep respect for you playing to the truth of your character, even if it doesn't benefit you.
Like the third eye, there's a weak spot for you.
She can't block them both with their hand.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a
that's
Three
weird.
Stooges.
Yes, but that's what freaked me out in the first place. This is a vicious cycle.
Yeah, I don't think I don't. If I knew what a second one looked like, then I might be able to like, oh, hey, that seems off.
Okay. All right. Then this is unsuccessful. You start like looking her over, your eyes darting from place to place, trying to find a weak spot, and you do not see one. She just looks like this fucking horrifying, powerful being.
All right, lastly then, before I hand off the next in the order,
What else can you possibly do?
well, I look around and I think, you know what, I think I've been in this castle before. And
No
I,
way. No way.
No, read me the text of that again, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't
No,
count.
absolutely not.
This is not a settlement or whatever. She's just like, Einon, you son of a bitch. I knew that was you.
I mean, that's what got us into this problem in the first place, was that she knew you.
Yeah.
So technically, you're...
I love that you
Stunt did
tried
work,
that.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who do you want to hand it off to next?
Can we establish who is all here? Because this is a big list of people.
You three, Roland, Wazine, Armalus, Gimbal, and Smeet, and her, and Sevna. Jesus God.
Yeah.
Let's also perhaps, on a meta level, establish what is everybody's will score.
5.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So either of you could conceivably attack.
I mean, I'm the one that's like bearing down on her. I don't know that that means anything about what she's going to do, but I think I give it to her.
All right. She lifts her halberd and then slams the butt of it into the ground. And you all feel it actually like rumble beneath your feet. So powerful is this. And you see like a wave of ether emanate from it, like dropping something in a pool of water, and the ripples flow away. They wash through the floor under all of your feet and beyond, back towards the bulk of the Great Hall, back towards the door. And you all start to hear the rattling and clanking and shuffling of corpses rising to their feet
Oh.
as the numerous bodies you passed on the way in are reanimated and under her charge. So now I've about doubled the number of...
Yeah, I was going to ask how many
Figures in this initiative.
folks am I adding to the list here?
They're gonna kind of act as a swarm here, because it would be a real pain in the ass to fucking do a turn for every individual one of them. I did that in the parade. I'm not doing it again. She's going to hand it off to Kade.
I would like to ask you a clarification question.
Okay.
Earlier, when I was trying to suss out the information about the energy and just her vibe and all of that stuff, you gave me the information that it made sense that something would want to hide. I took that as like, Yvain may not be atomized. She's found a way to hide herself.
No, you guys know, like, that's an established truth already, that she is like an essence.
Yeah.
She is not a form here. She is like an essence here. What I intended with that was she just seems to be around, like she's not seeming to do anything right now, and Tiberin is unworried. Like, it seems like she is, in whatever form she is, in this like vaporized, like, I get vaporized is a good way to put it, but think of it like metaphysically. You're not literally breathing her particles or anything.
Yeah.
She's on like an adjacent plane kind of. She's not doing anything. She's not drawing attention to herself on purpose so far. Does that make like she's not
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how to like be able to expand upon that without accidentally giving away
Yeah.
important things. She's not dead.
Yeah.
She is not physical.
Yeah.
She is staying unnoticed. Does that even help?
I think so.
Okay.
I'd like to do something, and I may acknowledge after the fact that I misread the situation.
Okay. I mean, if it's too outrageous,
Yeah.
and I might stop you and clarify further if needed.
Okay. I turn around and I throw myself in the well because I want to get to where she is to deal with her.
Oh, I don't know if I could do anything, but I might try to stop him.
I don't know that you can. Like, it's his turn in an
Yeah.
initiative. I mean, unless he wants to allow it, I think this would have to be a player dialogue thing to determine whether you're allowed to stop him. I'd say mechanically, like, you don't have a right to, but he might extend you the ability to.
The only reason I think that you would have the chance to is because I feel like right before I did it, I would look to you and say, if it goes wrong, I think you can bring me back to this moment.
I mean, until he, like, shifts his view from me to the well and starts moving that way, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys are all, like, up on the well. Like, you don't have to traverse basically any distance. I think this just happens. This is fascinating.
Okay.
What's your lore? What's, like, your base score for lore?
4. And my will is 5 for what that matters.
So Kade throws himself into the well. And Kade, as you touch the ether, it's like you're dipping yourself in acid.
I've made a mistake! Oh, God! This wasn't the ploy! Ah!
God, is there any of me left? It doesn't feel like it.
I was wrong.
No, there's not even time for that. Like, you don't even have time to react to it.
He just locks eyes with Maxine again and just goes, "Oh no!" And his eyes get wide and he shakes his head. "Heal me!" And he just dissolves.
No, you hit the ether, and I mean immediately, like every fucking nerve in your body lights up all at once. It is extraordinarily painful and simultaneously like euphoric. Like it is just a sensation unlike anything you've ever encountered, and it lasts a moment. You feel like you're falling, and for a second it seems like maybe you just went right through it and out the bottom, and you're careening the mile down to the surface. But you're not. You are aware of that, but you're not sure how you're aware of that because you're not seeing anything. You don't have eyes. You don't have ears. You don't have a body. You don't know what you are, but you know that you are. And you know that you are you. And you know what is happening around you and sort of within you because you are just occupying the space. You're like a gas. You are just within the fortress. You are within the ether that courses through the fortress. And you are not alone. You can feel that there is another entity that is sharing this property with you. And it feels like Yvain. And that is where we believe it. This time around.
Goodness!
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for another episode of The Crit Show. If you're interested in more details about Fate or the Clockwinders, please check out the episode description. You should also visit our Patreon at patreon.com/thecritshow. We have entire additional shows and new ones that at time of recording aren't out yet, but I think at time of listening probably will
Yeah,
be.
for sure.
Ooh, exciting. Something that I can only imagine. I'm not even privy to. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Tune in next time to this program so you can figure out how this particular misadventure resolves. Everybody say bye.
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 Goodbye.
I'm a ghost.
The Crit Show is a Crit Show Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz, with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/thecritshow.